We are starting work on the Skyline right now, getting ready to swap out the turbos, switch from the T517Zs over to the TD05H 18Gs, so they will still be twins. Now it will be top mount turbos though, and also going to switch out this intake plenum for the old school cast GReddy one. It is polished, so it should be a pretty good match in there. Turbos are also polished. Getting rid of this catch can. It's GReddy, but it's cool, but just wanted to upgrade it, so I got the least spec. It's bigger, it's baffled, so it will be a better fit right there, especially now that I have the ABS removed. Now there's actually a lot more space right there, which I did not have before. Here we are with the Ratchetboys. Progress so far, all top piping is removed. Now we have access to the turbos. Look at that, you can see where it says GReddy now, so maybe I should just leave all the piping off and run it that way. That way I get more respect.
Respect on it.
This side, it's all just all the little stuff. Vacuum ports have been removed. Remove the fuel pressure regulator. The what's it called? Breather tank is set to the side. Blow off valve with piping is all out of the way. I'm disconnecting all the linkage and all the little things to get this manifold off. So a couple more hours. Hopefully it'll be ready to pull out of there. And it'll be China. Here we have a couple Ratchetboys.
Ratchet boy, yeah!
Let's see, all the intake piping, everything on top is already removed. Currently unbolting the manifold bolts, downpipe is off, turbos are basically unmounted from the manifolds. The front one's completely removed. Back one still has one or two bolts connected. So you got to get a little separation on the turbo to get that to drop down. Then you can pull off the manifold. That will be done. I'm working on this side. Still, I got all the hoses, all the little things up here. There is one stupid little hose down here that I still have to pull off. And then I will be ready to just unbolt the manifold, all the bolts that go all the way around it. That's it, and then pull that sucker off. Get that GReddy one on there. Made quite a bit of progress since we started tearing it down the other day. This morning I changed out the oil pressure sender. It was kind of unreliable. I know it wasn't really giving me proper readings. I ended up finding that basically this whole tube right here, it went around the back and came out the other side, which was the original airlines for the turbos. They're not really needed, at least not for the way I'm doing it. So the whole tube that went around the back, I pulled that out. That's this one right here. And I pulled out that charcoal canister because I don't have any use for that either. AAC valve is removed. But anyway, most of these fittings on there, a couple of the ones on the AC, everything going around the back, the ones on the front right here, I have all plugged off because they are not going to be used. So now I'll be about ready. I'll just do one more check over on everything down here and make sure everything's all secure before I start putting the GReddy plenum in. And then on this side, just started getting these turbos on. Well, I didn't bolt them in or anything. They're just mocked up just to check fitment, and it looks excellent. For sure we'll have to move this. I did buy another kit from what is it called, Chasing Bays, but been having problems trying to get answers from them. I don't think they sent all the right fittings for it because basically what they gave me, there's no way I could connect it. And I have those least spec catch can, which looks pretty awesome. Just took a long time to get it, but well worth it. I know I've skipped a lot of the progress, but this whole side is 100% done now, so basically the whole fuel system, all the vacuum lines. I redid most of them. Some of the ones that came over here just to this side, I was able to salvage. There was no need to change them out. Just certain components were changed out. Like I went back to the Type R GReddy blow-up valve, since I'm going with the older style kit with the TD turbos. Kind of is a better error correct part. So yeah, I went with that. Vacuum lines, instead of going over the top like I had before, I just kind of tucked it behind the back, like you can see right there, and that tucks around and goes to the wastegate. One going from the boost controller and one coming from the vacuum block to the top and bottom of the wastegate, because now it is an external wastegate. So what I'm doing today is basically going to be continuing to do more heat wrapping on this side to protect whatever lines are over here. So I already did these two. Oh fuck, that's sharp. So these are the ones that go to the heater core, and now I have a power steering line right here. I had got these boot protectors right here for the oil lines, but it turns out I'm gonna have to put some longer heat wrap on them, so I'll just extend it from there and probably go, you know, much further up, and then whatever other lines are in this general area will have to be also protected. Job is almost complete. As you can see, this side is 100% complete. I finished it last week. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Turbo side is nearly complete now. Turbos and piping are complete. I just finished the catch can today. I custom made those lines, made them the exact length so they would fit exactly to the catch can. And yeah, perfect fit. Nice having that one in there now that the ABS is gone. Only thing left is I made the bracket to put this in right here, the power steering reservoir. I was gonna put it over here, but I have so much empty space right here now, I figured I might as well put it on this side, so just to kind of fill in that hole. So I made a little bracket. It's gonna go right there, and I just got to route the lines so they can accommodate this being over here now, and that'll be about it. Then just one last check over everything, make sure everything's tight, everything's in place, and then I'll probably change the fluids. I gotta refill the coolant because that got drained down when I was when I had to pull up the breather tank and a couple other things. So almost there. Yeah. We are looking good. Everything seems to be very smooth. Turbos look good. Looks like they're getting good oil flow. Need to trim off some of that excess heat protector right there though, but besides that, everything looks great. Sounds great. Sounds completely different from how the car did before.